Welcome to the third annual Winter Classic weekend and the second in our alumni series, the Boston Bruins Alumni. Versus the Canadian Tire All-Stars. Last year, we welcomed the Montreal Canadiens, and who better to follow up but with their arch nemesis, the Boston Bruins. The Winter Classic has been a fundraising event for Rotary Park Revitalization Project since inception. For the last 6 years, Rotary Park has seen over $1.5 million in improvements. The final phase of the revitalization project is the construction of an open concept roof over the artificial ice pad that was once the Brockville Memorial Civic Center. 2017 is the year where their dreams will start to become reality. Together, we will raise Rotary Roof to provide 365 days of free usage to our community. Thank you to our flag bearers from the Brockville Junior Braves, Adams C1 players, Shannon O'Dare, Luke Gardner, Thomas Grant, and Wyatt Cole. At this time, we'd like to give acknowledgement to the dedicated volunteers who have led the Rotary Revitalization Project for the past 6 years. Brent Collette, Ryan Billing, Connell Cosgrove, Chief Scott Fraser, and Bruce Leslie. And we would like to acknowledge the hard work by all of the volunteers who have been dedicated to bringing you this Brockville Winter Classic weekend, led by the committee: Jessica Barabash, Ryan Billing, Chris Hum, Megan Sample, Dan Thompson, Jeff Severson, Orlando Spicer, and Matt Vanderbeeren. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I hand over the mic to the public address announcer for this game. He's been the public address announcer for the Boston Bruins Alumni. He's a sports legend in the Boston area and in New England, John Horrigan.
Thank you, Bruce. And now, let's meet Team Canadian Tire All-Stars, sponsored by Bill and Catherine DePlatte, Canadian Tire, Brockville and Prescott. The head coach is Adrian Garrity. The assistant coach is Chief Scott Fraser. And now the players. He has Stockton Sherwood based on his stick-breaking ability. He mimics his game after his goaltending legend, Craig Anderson. It's the goaltender, number 41, Adam Running. From RBC Financial, number 8, Jamie Wright. He was always on the losing side in hockey, and as a result, he became an accomplished golfer. Number 11, Adam Polka. He's the owner of Canadian Tire, Brockville and Prescott. He's the Canadian Tire All-Stars team captain, number 12, Bill DePlatte. The owner of Brent Scott Cooperators Insurance, his nickname is B, number 12, Brent Scott. A bodybuilder and oil technician, number 14, Jason Ross. Most likely to be the MVP of the Canadian Tire All-Star Squad, she was the winner of our contest for highest fundraiser of the Outdoor Winter Classic Tournament participants, and she's She's also a teacher. A shout out to Miss Dakin's class at Westminster, number 17, Jessica Dakin. And employing the at Fulford Academy and Winter Classic founding member, number 19, Lee Sample. The current coach of the Junior B Athens Arrows, former coach of the Prescott Flyers. He had a successful hockey career overseas and in the ECHL, number 19, Andrew Dixon. The 2016 Brockville Metro Hockey League leading scorer. He played for the Brockville Junior A Braves and the Smiths Falls Bears. He played 4 seasons at Bowling Green State University and captain of the 2-time champion Thousand Islands Toyota team in the Outdoor Winter Classic, number 24, Austin DeLois. A Canadian Tire owner and a third of the most highly effective Canadian Tire line in Eastern Ontario, number 27, Pat McMaster. From Shell, Canada, better known throughout the Brockville community as Bull, he's a big Dutch defenseman, first half of the Dutch duo, number 69, Dwayne Vandenanker. Here's the other half of the big Dutch duo, the big Dutch defenseman, number 75, Dennis Van Looyen. He's part of the organization team for Thousand Islands Regatta and also a hydroplane racer, number 77, Kent Henderson. A former Junior B suitcase through the Junior B ranks, number 78, Brian Shepard. An elite scorer in the Brockville Gentlemen's League, sponsored by Thousand Islands Concrete, number 94, Paul Dunley. And now, let's meet the Boston Bruins Alumni. The doorman is Roman Hichet. The trainers are Leslie Thompson and Steve Gibbons. Our co-coaches today are the ultimate Boston Bruins fans. They're coordinators of the Epics Lugans Excursions. Please welcome Kenny Stein and Greg Cameron. Our guest skaters today. He learned how to skate and play hockey at Rotary Park before joining the Brockville Minor Hockey League. He played for the Brockville Warriors, known as the Iceman, in the Wednesday Night Co-Ed Hockey League. A 2016 Montreal Canadiens alumni team member and 2-time Outdoor Classic winner, number 7, Brad Harper. He's a defenseman in the Stroger Hockey League. If he's not stealing the puck, he's giving it away. He's a financial advisor as a financial planner with TD Wealth. Number 14, Murray Robinson. A first-round draft pick by the Toronto Maple Leafs, straight off the U.S. Olympic hockey team. 15 years in the NHL with Toronto, Washington, Boston, and San Jose. A 4-time NHL All-Star. 3 times he won the NHL's hardest shot competition, and once as the league's fastest skater. It's number 43, Al Iafrate. Drafted by the Los Angeles Kings, he played 4 years in the NHL with the Boston Bruins. He scored a game-winning goal to defeat the Buffalo Sabres in the Bruins' drive for the 1988 Stanley Cup Finals. Number 40, Bruce Shoebottom. He played 11 years in the NHL and 3 years in the World Hockey Association with the Minnesota Fighting Saints. He won a Stanley Cup in 1970 and skated in 2 Stanley Cup Finals for the Bruins in 1977 and 1978. On defense, number 10, we call him Panda, Rick Smith. Out of Boston College, 8 years in the NHL. He was also a member of the 1992 U.S. Olympic hockey team. He broke in with Calgary and had 2 stints with the Boston Bruins. He also played with Wayne Gretzky in the New York Rangers and was on the Anaheim Mighty Ducks inaugural team. Number 42, Tim Sweeney. Joining Tim tonight is his son, his first trip to Canada, and he loves it. Out of Severian Brothers High School in Westwood. And and the South Shore Kings, please welcome number 12, Tim Sweeney Jr. Drafted 29th overall by the New York Islanders out of Boston University. He played 9 years in the NHL with Edmonton, the Rangers, the Bruins, and with his idol Mario Lemieux and the Pittsburgh Penguins. This year, he will run his 4th Boston Marathon to benefit Boston Children's Hospital. Number 28, Dan Lakacher. Out of Hull in Quebec, a 6-year NHL veteran, he spent 4 seasons with the Toronto Maple Leafs and single-handedly defeated the Montreal Canadiens on Hockey Night in Canada when he scored 2 goals in the old Maple Leaf Gardens. He has 480 total goals as a hockey professional. He's the son of a 6-time Stanley Cup champion. Number 41, Guy LaRose. From right down the road in Kingston, Ontario, a first-round draft pick by the Philadelphia Flyers. He played 15 years in the NHL and played in 4 Stanley Cup finals. He scored the 1984 Stanley Cup clinching goal for the Edmonton Oilers. He is second in the history of the NHL in playoff scoring percentage. At center, number 13, Kenny Linsman. In the National Hockey League. He's 4th all-time on the Boston Bruins scoring list and their all-time leader in short-handed goals. He had 3 NHL All-Star Game appearances and 2 times a member of Team Canada, over 1,000 career points. We call him Nifty. Number 16, Rick Middleton. He's a former AHL goaltender with the Albany River Rats and the St. John Flames. Today, he's a fire investigator. He has skated with the Boston Bruins, Montreal Canadiens, Toronto Maple Leafs, New York Rangers, and NHL alumni. Our goalie, number 30, Roy Nolan. And finally, a 22-year NHL veteran. He won the Calder Trophy as the league's Rookie of the Year. 5 times he won the Norris Trophy as the league's outstanding defenseman. He won the Stanley Cup Championship in his final year with Colorado. Today, he is the NHL's all-time leading scoring defenseman and a member of Hockey's Hall of Fame, number 77, Ray Bourque. Our trainer for today's game is Mr. Alex Bezanson, and our manager from NHL Legends Tour, Mr. Steve Walton. Today's officials, our referees, are Rod Palmer and Sheldon McCarthy. The linesmen are Cliff Glasson and Mary DeBrun. The scorekeeper, Jerry Contois. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we ask that you kindly rise. First, to sing the American National Anthem, please welcome Ms. Samantha Ross.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in there, gave proof through the night that the flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
Ms. Samantha Ross. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you'll remain standing to sing the Canadian National Anthem, please welcome Mr. Jeff Callery.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north young and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Callery. And now for the ceremonial puck drop. Our special guest played 19 seasons in the National Hockey League with the Toronto Maple Leafs, Boston Bruins, Detroit Red Wings, Pittsburgh Penguins, and Minnesota North Stars. He played with the Bruins for 12 seasons of his career and is a two-time Stanley Cup champion with them. He's part of the exclusive club of NHL alumni to play over 1,000 games with a total of 1,150 games played over his career. Once his playing career was over, he coached the St. Louis Blues as well for 2 seasons. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the local legend, Leo Boyven, as he comes to center ice for the ceremonial puck drop. Folks, don't forget, volunteers are situated throughout the arena wearing Brockville Braves jerseys. That's a big puck, Leo. Taking the ceremonial face-off, representing the Boston Bruins Alumni, number 77, Ray Moore, and the captain of the Canadian Tire All-Stars, number 12, Bill DePlatte. Thank you, Leo. Economy-sized puck. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Bill. Leo Boyven, local legend. Folks, please join us throughout the game in the community room for licensed refreshments provided by the Keystone Pub. Our refreshment sponsor for today is Whitewater Brewery. And get your pucks at the main entrance for the Chuck-a-Puck Challenge taking place during the first intermission. And check your game ticket number in the community room during the first period intermission to see if you won a door prize. We'll be announcing the winners throughout the game. Also, a silent auction is taking place in the community room throughout the game until the end of the second intermission. We'll announce the winners during the third period of today's game, but please make sure to check the community room to see if you're a winner before leaving the arena. And be sure to stay in your seats during the first portion of the first and second intermissions. In the first intermission, there'll be a short game between our Youth Hockey Challenge winners, the Brockville Junior Braves Adam C1, as they take on the Boston Bruins Alumni. And immediately following second period action, we'll be having the Police versus Fire Challenge. Our platinum sponsors, thank you so much. Without your support, we wouldn't be here today. Procter & Gamble, Burn Bray Farms, Canadian Tire, Brockville and Prescott, Superstore, Henderson Printing, TD Bank, Brent Scott Cooperators Insurance, the Keystone Pub, Upper Canada District School Board, RBC, Allstate, Hang Up Picture Framing, Allegiant Contracting, and a special thanks goes out to the Winter Classic Outdoor Tournament team sponsors, the Keystone Pub, the Bruins Alumni home while they're in Brockville, Ontario, Thousand Islands Restaurant and Pizzeria, Thousand Islands Toyota, and Spicer's Movers. The winning team for the 2017 Local Heroes Tournament is first-time winner Spicer's Movers, who took down the evil empire known as Thousand Islands Toyota. All-Stars, number 41, Adam Running. The game is all yours. Rod, Sheldon, Chris, and Mary. Danny Lisman will start at center, centering Tim Sweeney on the left side, Tim Sweeney Jr. on the right side. On left defense, number 7, Brad Harper, and right defense, number 77, Ray Bourne. Jamie Wright on the left wing. The Canadian Tire Pat McMaster will take the opening faceoff. Play underway here in the first period. Kenny Lisman wins the faceoff as he usually did in his NHL career. Faceoff artiste elite. Played into the Canadian Tire All-Star zone. And we're playing 3 periods here today. We're bringing out the Allen Braves later. Now over the line. Here's Murray Robinson. Slips it in for Ray Bourne. Passes it on the zone. Tim Sweeney. Give and go with Kenny Lisman. Kenny Lisman over 1,900 career penalty minutes in his career, nearly 1,000 points, 917, including the playoffs. Swung in deep now, behind the net, Tim Sweeney Jr. Tim Sweeney with a drive, set up by his son. Ricochets wide, back on it, Ray Bourne. 19 straight All-Star games, an NHL record, 8 victories in shot accuracy competition, held annually at the All-Star game. And the greatest ever to play in the history of the league is number 77, retired by the Bruins, Ray Bourne. Ricky Smith now winding up. Spent 3 years in the Old World Hockey Association with the Minnesota Fighting Saints, and he played with the actual Hanson brothers, Jeff Steve and Jack Carlson. Came back to the Bruins, went to 2 Cup finals, and of course he won a Stanley Cup with Boston in 1970. Also spent time with St. Louis, Washington, California. Rick Middleton tried to center it. Broken up, taken back, and cleared off by Brent Scott. All the way down to the Bruins zone. Nicely waved on. Slipped around by Roy Nolan. Roy Nolan once won a championship, had a shutout, and scored a goal all in one play as a member of the Senior Hockey League in New Brunswick. Scored an empty net goal to clinch it in the final seconds of the deciding game. Out comes Guy LaRose now. Spent 4 years in Toronto. Had a 9-goal season with Toronto. Came to the Bruins, played in the playoff team, also played with Calgary and Winnipeg. Middleton's pass taken back by Canadian Tire All-Stars. They break it out 4-on-2 for the moment. Left wing side, trying to bring it in. Brian Shepard, flipped away nicely by Ricky Smith. Smith first on it. Played out to Rick Middleton. They were teammates in the 77 and 78 Stanley Cup Finals team. Iafrate now, leaves it for LaRose. LaRose back for Iafrate. Iafrate threw it across the goalmouth just beyond Running's reach. Puck bounces, left wing circle, finally corralled and cleared out by the Canadian Tire All-Stars. Thank you so much to Canadian Tire, Brockville and Prescott for all their help in putting on this tournament and this game. There's the Platt family. Guy LaRose now. His father Claude won 6 Stanley Cups with the Montreal Canadiens. Also played with the St. Louis Blues. Here's Al Iafrate now, 15 years in the NHL, 171 career goals, 3 times 20 or more goals in the season as a defenseman. Here's Ray Bourne with a shot, saved by Running. The rebound, bouncing free. Finally settled down and taken back by the Canadian Tire All-Stars. No score early on. Lead here for Jessica Dakin. Poked away by Kenny Lisman from just up the road in Kingston. From a great hockey family. His brothers played major junior hockey. Now broken up. Taken back here by Murray Robinson. Goes wide left wing side. Robinson in deep. Back for Shoebottom. Shoebottom deflected the back of the net. Bounces off the inboards. Tap to Kenny Lisman, the playmaker. Team Canada, 1981. Out to Robinson. He'll reset the neutral zone. Pair with Bourne. Those two pairing have 451 goals between them. Murray Robinson, Ray Bourne. Murray Robinson 0. Ray Bourne 451. Now here's Bourne with a shot there. Kick out by Adam Running. Adam did fantastic yesterday in the outdoor tournament. The Legends tournament now. But played out. Bourne back on defense. Breakout here right side. A shot saved by Roy Nolan. Drops it right to Ray Bourne. Kenny Lisman now works it back. A lead for Shoebottom. Boston Bruins a couple of weeks ago played the Tampa Bay Lightning alumni. It was their first loss in the interleague alumni game, but Shoebottom had 2 goals. Here's a left pad kick-out save by Running. Puck taken back by the Canadian Tire All-Stars. Poked away Ricky Smith. Puck rolled on to Roy Nolan. St. John, New Brunswick. Pitches a line change. Tim Sweeney Jr. off of Ricky Smith. Sent in to the Canadian Tire zone. Running will halt it there. Leader for Ken Henderson. Henderson behind his own net. Rattled around. Left wing boards. Post free. Iafredi walking in. Give and go here. Timmy Sweeney. Timmy Sweeney even up there. Tim Sweeney. Score!
Let's see if they do their job. I think 43 got this. No, 28? Yeah. I think it's right here. 46 to 28.
Boston Bruins alumni goal scored by number 12, Tim Sweeney Jr. Assisted by number 42, his old man, Tim Sweeney Sr. And number 43, Al Iafredi. Time of the Bruin goal, 4:25. Sweeney from Sweeney and Iafredi. It's 1-0 Boston. Can I give you the Boston Garden whoop? Woo! Oh yeah, bring it, Brockville. Bring it, my sisters and brothers. Now puck played out to center ice. Given up by Scott. Here's Tim Sweeney Jr. trying to walk in across. Lakacher trying to tuck it all. Danny Lakacher.
28-12. 28-12. I think that's it. You might have recalled. I can't remember what it's called. I have it on here. If it comes up,
Boston Bruins alumni goal scored by number 28, Dan Lakacher. Assisted by number